A major Miami Heat trade is imminent as multiple reports and insiders have revealed wild updates surrounding the Miami Heat and one player who we have seen a whole lot of trade discussions around, and now with a clear frontrunner for this player, we are now seeing how everything is going to turn out with the Miami Heat in regards to a trade that has been talked about for a while now, basically ever since they acquired this player. We're going to break down what this is, what this trade looks like, and how this affects the Miami Heat going forwards, along with all the reports surrounding these, because we have a lot of updates on the Heat right now, and we're going to jump right into that, guys. But before we do that, if you are part of that 80% that's not subscribed to Heat Digest, make sure to subscribe for all the Miami Heat updates that you could ever need. Look, we got a bunch of great videos coming out. We took a little bit of a break. Houston's not around right now. I wasn't around for a bit, but we are back. We are going to be updating a lot more frequently as well, so make sure you're subscribed and have those post notifications on so you don't miss a single Miami Heat update. But with all that being said, let's jump into the video. There is a lot to go over on this situation because, as we know, ever since being acquired by the Heat in the trade that brought Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors, the Heat, who acquired Andrew Wiggins, have basically always been known to see him as a non-long-term piece for the team. Wiggins has been in trade talks a lot throughout his career, and once he got to the Heat, that didn't really slow down. It wasn't like this was going to be some really long-term destination for him, and now we're seeing a lot of talks already surrounding Wiggins and his future, or lack thereof, a future with the Miami Heat. So, obviously, Wiggins is a talented player. Nobody's denying that, but with all the trade talks surrounding him, and with now multiple teams coming out and showing serious interest in Wiggins, this is when things really are starting to heat up for the Heat, who do want to get this deal done. They don't love Andrew Wiggins' contract and do want to find a way to move on from that. And Mark Stein highlighted this by saying that Wiggins, who's 30 years old, will earn $28.2 million this season and holds a $30.2 million player option for 2026-27. Stein said, "I wouldn't have classified him as a potential purple and gold target before Luka Doncic's long-term future was secured, but things are different now. So my sense is that the Lakers would have interest in if the Heat in the coming weeks or months decide to prioritize financial flexibility and look to reduce their payroll by trading Andrew Wiggins." Now, Wiggins, again, very good two-way player, an excellent defender who put up 18 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists, while shooting 45% from the field and 37% from three, including 42% on corner threes between the Golden State Warriors and the Miami Heat last season. His numbers didn't really change too much from Golden State to Miami, so it's not something to really worry about that he was a product of one environment. And the Los Angeles Lakers are known to have interest in Andrew Wiggins at this time, which does make a lot of sense when you consider how the Lakers, how their offseason went, what their future looks like, and basically what's going down with them. I mean, look, the Lakers screwed up by losing Dorian Finney-Smith in free agency to the Houston Rockets, and they don't really have a two-way player. They need another defender. They have Marcus Smart, who's great and all, but he's more of a guard defender. Wiggins gives them another defender who can also score the ball and play some nice defense. They get a really good two-way starter in this, and there has been a lot of discussion surrounding the fact that we know they're trying to win now. LeBron James is on that team. They're trying to win while LeBron is in the NBA because he's still one of the best players in the league. I mean, Luka and LeBron is a win-now core. And now they have DeAndre Ayton. They do have other talent as well. But the team could still use a boost, specifically in on-ball defense outside of Marcus Smart, especially because Smart's scoring efficiency, and specifically where it comes to the shooting, has taken a dip in recent years as well, which definitely is a cause for concern that the Lakers very much should be going out and doing their due diligence on this whole situation. It makes sense to why they would absolutely go out there and do that. And now, with more updates also coming out, hearing from Dan Wojcicki, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but hearing from a new report, while the Lakers had resisted scenarios in which the team would take on contracts that lasted beyond the 2025-26 season earlier this summer, now Luka Doncic's multi-year commitment has nudged LA's priorities in more aggressive directions. One area the team is focused on upgrading is the wing, where it needs more two-way talent. A player like Miami's Andrew Wiggins, whom the Lakers weren't interested in earlier in the summer, is now a more desirable player, provided that the price is right. And the same thing came out from Evan Sidery, who mentioned the Heat and the Lakers have reopened discussions on a potential Andrew Wiggins trade ahead of training camp. Los Angeles is very open to moving the former first-round pick Dalton Knecht alongside necessary expiring salary. Miami wants a future first-round pick in the attached package, and that's where things get very interesting for the Miami Heat, because now Pat Riley and co have to decide what the right price is to move on from Wiggins, and what they want is salary and a first-round pick, or by salary, expiring salary, that is. Getting all of that is difficult to pull off, but the Lakers are trying to win, and they have to be more aggressive, and that's where things get interesting for the Heat, and that's why a trade like this makes a lot of sense, where the Lakers would be acquiring Andrew Wiggins and Jaime Jaquez in exchange for Rui Hachimura, Maxi Kleber for the expiring salary, like Hachimura, who you could also flip or just keep around for the rest of the season, and then Dalton Connect, a nice young shooter to add to the team, while also adding on a 2031 first-round pick, a pick where Luka Doncic isn't under contract and LeBron James will be long retired, to the point where it's just like, it's got very good potential to be a great pick. So it's a move that makes a ton of sense for the Heat right now, because then the expiring salary is there, the young player is there, and a future pick that holds a lot of value is also going to be there. So it's everything that the Heat could want in a trade. Now, giving away Jaime Jaquez is it's a necessary thing to happen for the salaries to work out in this deal to match salaries. And it also does make some sense when you consider everything, because Jaquez has had a drop-off from last season. After a rookie year where he was very good, putting up 12 points per game and nearly 4 rebounds with 2.5 assists, shooting 49% from the field and 32% from three, his numbers across the board went down. His shooting numbers went down, whether it was field goal, three-point, free throw, all those numbers went down. We saw the rebounding go up, but outside of that, the assists went slightly down. The points took a dip as well. We saw Jaquez just not be as efficient in his second year, and sending him off to LA, where he played college basketball at UCLA, does make a lot of sense for Jaquez going forwards. You get him a fresh start, and then he gets to play on a Lakers team that he would have a role with, because they could use more wing depth. So Jaquez fits in beautifully there, and again, that really cements, all right, now we're getting a first-round pick because we're trading Jaquez. So we're trading not only Andrew Wiggins, but we're trading one of the young players on the Heat. So now getting that first-round pick does make a lot of sense, and it does add up to why this move would happen. Now, obviously, it's not the sexiest group of names for the Miami Heat to be acquiring, but these are the expiring contracts. Now, Kleber has not really been effective at all. But here's the thing. Dalton Connect has been. The man played 19 minutes per game last year in his rookie season, putting up 9.1 points per game and 3 rebounds. He shot 37% from 3, shooting 40% on corner threes. He's a nice shooter who's going to continue to get better. At the same time, Rui Hachimura is a solid player as well. The man shot 41% from 3, 42% on corner threes. He's a good defender and put up 13 points per game with 5 rebounds. He's not the most athletic guy, but he scores the ball well. He's a great role player to have, and he would fit in well with Miami. He would give them some more scoring that they would lose from Andrew Wiggins as well. So this is a trade that, to me, makes a ton of sense for the Heat. But I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. I'll catch you later.